Now turns to Part 2.
Part 2.
You will hear a tour leader giving information about a bus tour. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 15. As you listen to the first part of the talk, answer questions 11 to 15.
Thank you for choosing City Tours. The reason so many people choose our tours when visiting this city is because you can design your tour to suit your own interests. Your all-day pass entitles you to board our bus at any stop and stay as long as you like at each place. The all-day bus pass costs $18 for adults. Children between the ages of 5 and 12 pay half the adult fare, and children under 5 ride for free. Our buses run every hour on the half hour, starting at 8:30 a.m. Our most popular tour is the Centre City Tour, which goes to all the major attractions in the centre of the city. From the starting point here at the tour bus office, the bus goes to the first stop, Hill Park. As you may guess, this park is located at the top of a small hill. The next stop is the fishing docks. Following that, the bus goes on to the third stop, Bay Bridge, located at the foot of the bridge which crosses the bay. The fourth stop is in the shopping district. Then the fifth and last stop is at Green Street.
ਪਾਰਟ 2 ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਹੋ ਚੁੱਕਾ ਇਹਦੇ 'ਚ 11 ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ 15 ਤੱਕ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਸਭ ਇਹ ਮੈਪ ਆ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 8 ਲੈ ਕੇ ਅੱਜ ਤੱਕ ਲੋਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਮੈਚ ਕਰਕੇ ਫਿਲ ਕਰਨੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੋਚਿੰਗ ਤਾਂ ਰੀਡ ਕਰੋ ਅਤੇ ਪਾਰਟ 2 ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ
Now turns to Part 2.
Part 2.
You will hear a tour guide giving information about a shopping district. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 15. As you listen to the first part of the talk, answer questions 11 to 15.
This afternoon, we'll visit the city's shopping district. Several blocks in the area are closed to car traffic, and I know you'll enjoy walking around there. I'd like to give you an overview of the district now, since you'll be on your own once we get there. You'll see on this map here that the shopping district consists of 2 streets, Pear Street, which runs north and south, and Cherry Street, which crosses Pear Street right here. Let's start our tour here on Pear Street, where the star is. This star marks the Harbor View bookstore. It's very popular among locals as well as tourists. You can buy a range of books of local interest, as well as a variety of magazines and newspapers. It's directly across the street from the city library, which is also worth a visit. It's in one of the oldest buildings in the city and contains, among other things, an interesting collection of rare books. Now, moving up Pear from the bookstore toward Cherry, the next building on the left is the Pear Cafe. You'll notice it's right on the corner of Pear and Cherry Streets. It's a great place to relax while enjoying a delicious cup of coffee or tea. You can talk with friends or read quietly. They have a variety of books and magazines available. From the windows of the cafe, you can look right across Cherry Street for a lovely view of city gardens. It's a rather small garden, but it contains a variety of exotic plants and flowers. Let's leave the cafe and cross Pear Street. On the opposite corner, we're at Caldwell's clothing store, which you might also want to visit. They sell both men's and women's fashions from countries around the world. Continuing down Cherry Street, the next building on the right after Caldwell's is the souvenir shop. Stop in here to get maps and books about the local area, as well as T-shirts and postcards with pictures of the city. Now, we cross Cherry Street and we're at the Art Gallery, one building down from the corner. Here you can see and, of course, purchase many fine paintings and sculptures by local artists. Let's keep going down Cherry Street toward the harbor. On the left, right after the gallery, is Harbor Park. It's a lovely place, and it's certainly worth spending some time there.
IELTS next 2336189 next C, next F, next G, next C, next A, next C, next 18, next 9, next Hill Park, next Bay Bridge, next Green Street, next View, next Boats, next Eat, next Baskets, next Theatre, next In 3 weeks, next A Shopping Mall, next 30, next A Government Study, next Design, next Prove their questionnaire, next the interviews, next analyze the result, next some charts, next the class presentation, next Alcott was born, next about her family, next her first novel, next 1862, next after the war, next 1866, next 1868, next May or her younger sister, next 1886, next Alcott died. चैनल सब्सक्राइब जरूर कर लो, वीडियो लाइक कर दे करो, शेयर कर दे करो. थैंक यू फॉर वाचिंग. Friday, next intermediate, next beginning, next morning, next $1 to $5, next $410, next $575, next $1050, next the school office, next Mr. Lense, next A, next C, next F, next H, next I, next 1876, next status, next woods, next fountain, next staircase, next identification card, next annual fees, next Thursday, Sunday, next 8:30, next D, next A, next F, next B, next G, next C, next pump water, next grain, next drain lakes, next pollution, next renewable sources, next costs less, next strength, next cities, next the secondary, next noisy. चैनल सब्सक्राइब जरूर कर लो, वीडियो लाइक कर दो, शेयर कर दो. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग.